That was a heck of a pass. I mean, you could just hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. Illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm saying.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0. Looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
19 yards that time for number 19. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Adam Thielen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He did.
Touchdown, Browns. Robbie Anderson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, here's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, it's Prescott. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's the jet sweep to Pascal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Pascal, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now. And his pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Javonte Williams, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Seahawks at 10-4 on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
On play action, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the sack on first down, Herbert. That is caught by Thielen. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. From the 41, Herbert gets this quickly to Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. It's Herbert. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Up the gut, Fournette. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Prescott off play action. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. O.J. Howard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Browns are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's it.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. They go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.